Welcome back, everybody, to the Fifth Line podcast. We are without a couple members. It's a Duocast between your favorite duo of the two.
Boo freaking yeah.
Yes, indeed. So we got me, obviously, on the right, and we got Nick on the left. At least that's how my screen's set up. And we've got, this will be a nice short one to bring in the end of the second round. The third round, excuse me. The third round's not done, but by the time we have another episode, it will be, or it'll be really close. It should be done, but all right. Where do you want to start? Canadians?
Fucking Canadians.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know how they're doing
I
it.
think they stole one.
I mean, yeah.
They stole game 3. You can thank Fleury for that one.
True. Yeah, that's what I wrote. I was like, Fleury seems to be, he seems
Sucking a little bit of booty cheeks.
Seems to be going a little downhill. And Price is starting to a little bit uphill. Not that he was bad at the beginning of the playoffs, but he hasn't had to do much. I mean, he's had to play as a goalie, but he hasn't had to do like a whole lot. He's been he's got. This is the first time in many a year. Did I yell?
No, I opened my blinds up, and then I thought it was gonna make it lighter, and then it just made me darker.
Yeah, dude, you lit up the background. But this is the first time in years that I think Price has had an actual team in front of him that's actually capable of winning. At least for a while.
I haven't really been following them much. The only thing, so I was watching the Open today, and they cut to NHL broadcast with Jones there. What's his face? Something Jones.
Keith Jones.
Keith Jones. Yep. They cut to their desk basically, and they were talking about the Canadians because they're playing again tonight.
Yep.
And
Game 4.
They basically were saying that Philip Deneau's shut down Patch and Mark Stone. So,
I mean, he did.
You probably should get those guys going if you want to try and win. They are your offense.
Yeah, it's the same kind of problem as Toronto had. Their friggin' big dudes weren't doing anything, and that's what I think. I didn't watch the game, but I think Pietrangelo had 2 goals.
Yeah, he had both the goals at the end. Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Which is cool. But we're your big guys. You need your big guys. We've seen it year in, year out. You need your big guys to be your big guys in the playoffs. If you don't, you're almost never gonna win.
They have 4 very capable forwards that can do anything at any time. What are you doing?
Yeah, where are you? But no, the Canadians are just playing well. I can't really fault them. They squeaked that last one out by the skin of their scrotum, you could say. But they're playing well, and they're closer to the Stanley Cup final than any of the teams right now.
Don't foresee. I'll eat my words if it happens, but I don't foresee them winning tonight.
Ooh. Okay. We'll have to wait and see. I've been impressed with the Canadians, I will say. And let me tell you, I love Ben, but he talks about the Canadians so much, it makes me hate them.
What made me agitated this week about what he... So, I don't remember if it was him who sent it or if it was Eric. It was the picture of the glove.
Oh, yeah, and he got super into that glove.
And
Petry's glove.
You guys are like, oh, that's fucking cool. And then he talks about the color lines and how it matches all their shit. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
He is a hockey obsessed man, and above that, a Habs obsessed man. And let me say as well, old Benny's on a date. We don't know with who, because he doesn't tell us things, because he doesn't trust us to keep it to ourselves.
Didn't tell me who, but I forgot.
Oh, well, don't say it. Don't say
Booty cheeks. No, I forgot anyway, so it's not a big deal. I just know it's a girl.
it. Yes, he is on a date with a female. But yeah, so hopefully that's going well, and we'll have to catch up next week and see how it went. But let's move on from this Canadian series. They're up 2-1. Could go up 3-1 tonight, or the series could be tied, like the other series, Lightning and Islanders.
I saw you tweeting. So
I was live tweeting a lot.
We haven't had a podcast since what game they played game 1, right?
I think it was game 1. Yeah, it was right.
So I saw you live tweeting. I think it was game 3, and I was like, "Oh boy, he's not very happy with something right now." Dude, I wasn't watching it either.
The officiating. We've been talking about it being bad. It's been extra bad in this series, it seems.
It was bad in the Boston when the Islanders played Boston. It was bad in that series too. So maybe
it's the Islanders.
The Islanders bring bad officiating in.
It's been bad, and it's been there've been missed calls on both teams. Like I've seen plenty of Lightning penalties that they commit that don't get called, and I'm like, but then they call. The thing that pisses me off is the refs will call like phantom penalties, but there are actual penalties to call that they don't call. Like just call the actual penalty, and then
call the game like it should be.
Yeah, call the friggin' rules, man. I don't understand why that's not a thing.
So they're back at it. NHL officiating is a dumpster fire.
And like the annoying thing is that Tim Peel got fired, essentially, for how he called, or for that whole thing months ago. And it's like they're still doing it. Like it's not like it was just him. It's the officiating as a whole. But we've talked about that already.
I digress on that one, yeah.
We've talked about that. So the series
don't need to rehash old wounds on that one.
Yeah. So the Lightning Islander series currently is tied 2-2, and let me tell you, the Isles escaped with one last night. Did you see? Did you see the final play? Oh my goodness, dude. The Lightning played about half the game. Like they actually played half the game. The other times they were just.
Was the score 2-1? Is that what it ended up as?
3-2. 3-2. It was like a 9-minute stretch in the second period that they just were turning the puck over and over again and giving away goals to the Islanders. And that's
good.
It was some of the worst I've ever seen Tampa Bay play. It may have been the Islanders' style. I don't think it was. I think it was the Lightning just playing like absolute shit. They didn't know what to do with the puck. They were just running around in their own end. It was the worst I've ever seen them in their own end. They were like their heads were like right on the puck. They were chickens with their heads cut off in their own end. It was absolutely pathetic. And then they go into the third. So they go into the third period down 3-0, and I've written them off already because it's the friggin' Islanders, and the Islanders like to lock it down. And before they get 9 minutes into the period, they've scored twice because they finally started shooting. I've never seen a team, Nick. I've never seen a team that is so good at scoring goals hate shooting. None of them want to shoot. I don't get it. They all want to make the extra pass to do something cool. Like none of them want to score.
Yeah, I knew that was a Cooch issue in the first round too.
Oh my god!
Right off. Who had the fancy little spinorama like almost goal?
Well, we were getting to that. So we get to the end of the game. That I'm not as mad about. So we get to the end of the game. They pull the goalie, and then Hedman gets a penalty. So they've got the goalie pulled. Hedman gets a penalty. There's like a minute left or 30 seconds left or something. And they're down by one. The Hedman penalty, I mean, you got to call it like because he hit him in the shins with his stick and then he went down. But to me, it looked like a dive. I'm sure it wasn't, but it looked very divey to me.
We don't have a resident Isles fan
We don't have the Isles fan. I'm going to say that it was legit because it probably was. at that speed. I guess you can't really control yourself, but it was like a light one-handed tap to his shins, and he just, and I was like, yeah, okay. But the Lightning get the puck, they get it down into the Isles end, they pull Vassy, and they keep the puck in their end. And what you saw was McDonough got a pass, and he had one defender in front of him, and he actually it was a sick play what he did. So he went to was gonna shoot it, but the Isles guy was right in the way. He would have just blocked it. So he pulls back and does the sweet spinorama you saw, and flings it as he's falling backwards onto his ass. Flings it at the open net. It's going in, and then I think it was Pulak, or however the hell you say it, Pulak, just comes across, perfect timing, and blocks it. That puck was 2 inches from going in the net, and that was with
Varlamov was out of the net too, like
because Varlamov bit on the
he
on
pulled
the
that
shot.
defense or whoever he pulled that defenseman with him, and then Varlamov came out and tried to make a move on it.
It
and
was
on the spin when he was coming back around, he had the net
exactly.
wide open. Yeah,
It was
that.
a
That's the
yawning
one play from the game I saw.
a yawning 4x6, and that was with like 2 seconds left. Like that save was made at 2 seconds. So,
Yeah.
Islanders fans, you escaped with one there, and the Lightning almost got you by playing half of a game. So you wait until they figure out how to play an entire game. If the Lightning play if the Lightning play how they can for 2 periods, they will beat almost every team. But they just start throwing the puck around like idiots. But anyway, tomorrow is Game 5. I think whoever takes Game 5 takes it. I think whoever takes this next game wins 2 in a row. If it's the Isles, it's the Isles. If it's Tampa, it's Tampa. But we'll have to wait and see.
Are they back? So this is Game 4 tomorrow night.
It's game
that's
5
gonna be
tomorrow.
in. Oh, is it Game 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2-2.
Okay, so where are they in Tampa? Or are they in?
They'll be in Tampa. Yep.
So they have 2. They have 2 in Tampa then. Yeah.
No, they'll have 1.
They don't go back. I thought they did 2 and then back to 1.
I don't think so. I think they do 2 and 2 at the beginning, and then they do 1, 1, and 1. Just to do, I guess, to sort of keep it even. I think, the reason they do that is if every team only won at home, it would go to 7 games, and it would be, like super intense and exciting and bring fans in. But yeah, well, so it's in Tampa, so hopefully they can take that one. But they split the first 4 games were split. So they split the 2 in Tampa and they split the 2 in Nassau. I don't know. It'd be real
hard to say. I think I disagree with you. If the Islanders take this game, I think it's going to Game 7. If Tampa takes it, it's probably Game 6.
Hopefully.
That's my projection.
Who are you pulling for, by the way? Who do you want to win this?
Honestly, I kind of stopped watching. I'll start watching again when it gets to the Cup Finals.
Yeah.
I've kind of already talked about this. Like, just from a viewer's perspective, I think that a Tampa-Vegas Cup Final is probably what's best for the league.
Would be the most
for
enjoyable.
My own personal, wanting to root for an underdog perspective, I want the other 2 to win.
Little bastard.
There, you already had one.
I know.
You don't get another one for a while.
You wait. All right, let's move on here. This is gonna be a real quick one. The U.S. Open is happening right now. Finishing up.
Did you see Barco got what was that award that he got awarded last week? Alexander Barkov.
Oh, Barkov. He got the Selke. Yeah, I was kind of surprised, but it's about time that award went to somebody other than Bergeron. So good enough.
And somebody else got an award.
Yeah, they threw out. They've been doing a bunch. The coach, Jack Adams, Coach of the Year, went to
the guy in Carolina.
What is his name? Rod Brindamore. That's it. Yeah, so he gets Jack Adams. Oh, you know what? You know what I do want to talk about because I saw this and I almost sent it to you guys because it was insane.
Somebody had
NHL.
one like a community, like it wasn't the Barkov one.
Was it an NHLPA player poll?
I gotta look. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll
So
find it.
so so this is what I'm talking about. The 2021 Player Poll Awards. So this is awards like best goal scorer, best defenseman, best goalie, those kind of things, and they're all player voted. So they poll I think 500 players, which is most of the league, I think. They poll all that, and then they compile all that, and whoever has the most votes obviously wins. And they do it by like percentage. So the best goal scorer is Austin Matthews with 46%. Which is pretty good. That means almost half of the players say that he's the best goal scorer, which he had the most goals this season. So that's
This season.
that's a good indicator usually. But listen to this: the best defenseman, as voted by the players, is Victor Hedman. Do you want to know the percentage of players that said he was the best?
It's probably like 70.
Almost. It's 64.7%. Over half of all the players in the league said that he is the best. That's insane. The next closest is Roman Yossi with 7%.
That's debatable.
And that's totally wrong. It's he's tied with Cale Makar, which is closer, I think. Well, yeah, Drew Doughty's up there too.
I'd even debate that one too.
Who do you think?
You always got old faithful Drew Doughty, but Adam Fox is a stud right now too.
He's not even in the top 5 here. This is you gotta remember.
He's young. I know. I understand that too.
It's player voted as well. So the problem with this season is that a lot of people didn't play every defenseman. So a lot of it is just like name recognition, like, yeah, it's him. But I bet he got a lot from the East is what I bet. And then the best goalie.
The award that. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go for it.
No, you're on a thing right now.
The best goalie is Vassy, and he got 54.12% of all players said he was the best. And then next is Fleury, and then after that is Price. Friggin' insane. But yeah,
so that's
pretty much it.
The two awards that I was talking about, it was the two that came out this week. Actually, there was 3 that came out this week because I had the Willie O'Ree Award.
Oh yeah,
that was yeah. Anyway,
tell me some winners.
So the two that I specifically remembered, it was the King Clancy Memorial, the one that Pecorine got. That was the leadership on and off the ice.
Yep.
Humanitarian stuff. And I was like, because I saw him get an award, and I was like, didn't he barely play this year?
I think he didn't play a lot, but he played like backup time, and then he actually did okay.
And then the next one is the Nice Man on the Ice Award, the Bill Masterson Memorial. He's the nicest guy out there.
No, that's the is that one?
That's the one who exemplifies perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to hockey. Voted by the PA.
That was your boy got that last year.
My boy,
Bobby Ryan.
Oh,
with his fight from alcohol issues
or
whatever.
Who would you pick out of this group right here? Matt Dumba, Oscar Lindholm, and Patrick Marleau.
Well, I know who won it.
I'm looking at who won it.
Yeah, but last year, I feel like this, no offense to Bobby Ryan, and I'm sure what he went through was very difficult. And when he came back and got that hat trick in Ottawa, that was freaking sweet, and that was an awesome moment. But I feel like with what happened with this player, I don't know why last year's didn't go to him, and it was Oscar Lindblom. He underwent. I think he had leukemia, like advanced leukemia or something, and he battled through it, beat it, and then came back on the ice and played in the bubble, and then and then he's played again this season. Now, like I feel like he should have had it last year, but he got it this year, so he got it just a year late. Keep adjusting the light. You look fine, bud.
Right there. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't actually know that about him.
Yeah, I'm glad he got it. I'm surprised because a lot of that, like you read out the description of that award, and then you see Patrick Marleau, and you think, oh man, this dude's played the most NHL games of anyone ever. And he's like, he's still doing it as old as he is. And you're like, man, I don't know how you don't give it to that guy. Plus, he's one of the nicest guys in the league. But you got to give it to the dude that beat cancer, I think. And they did.
Facts. Hashtag facts.
Hashtag factual. You want to talk about some U.S. Open real quick? You do?
I didn't get to. So before we get into it, I didn't get to watch any of yesterday's coverage. I was a little bummed about it because I played around with Nick at Boston Spa.
Ooh. Oh no.
Yeah,
Listen,
it went okay.
I have my own horror story from yesterday.
Well, no, it wasn't like it was that bad. So I started off at like, I watched a video to try and fix my drive right before, so I kind of got that fixed, and I got like a little knee twist in there that like helped me straighten things out. Seems to anyway. So on the front nine, my driver really wasn't working that well, except for like a couple holes. Like it was going straight, but I was popping them up,
like up high.
I was hitting them like 150, but skying them. Like typically, I'm hitting them like in the 200s area somewhere, anywhere between 2 and 250 ish most of the time. But I'm hitting it like 150, skying it. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? But I didn't really have to use it too much on the front, so I ended up shooting a 47 on the front nine, and then
it's pretty good.
We were playing with a couple of guys I work with also. And then they jumped off. They didn't end up playing 18. They only played the front nine with us. So then Nick and I kept going on the back. But the back as soon as we made the turn, the way that Boston Spa works on Saturdays is they'll let people off on the back nine and the front nine at the same time. So it creates a bottleneck, right?
Yep.
If it's the middle of the day, when people are coming around from the morning trying to make the turn, they're running into
people starting.
People, yeah.
Yeah.
So we finished up on that short nine, or that short number 9 hole, and then we were like, oh fuck, there's 2 groups going off right there. So it slowed us down by like a half an hour, and there was a twosome behind us, and there was a twosome behind them, and another twosome behind them, and we all made the turn. So it's just like trudging along the back nine. So the first 4 holes of the back nine I didn't play too bad, but then the next one, the guys behind us were like, we had just finished up the hole, and we were waiting because the group in front of us was waiting for a group on the fairway who were sitting in the middle of the fairway. So we let them go because it was a group of 3, and then we're sitting there waiting, and the group behind us was done and waiting as well. So they're like, hey, do you guys just want to pair up? So we ended up pairing up with 2 random dudes. One guy who was amazing, like hitting rockets, like 300-yard drives every single time. I was like, holy shit. I think it was like a missile off the club face. Yeah. But as soon as we got paired up with them, my game went from being like, and it went, just fell right off.
That's how it goes.
It's like, yep, that's how it goes. I get paired up with random people, and then I get inside my old noggin.
Oh, I hate playing with random people.
So I ended up shooting a 50. I only ended up shooting a 52 on the back, so I ended up with a 99.
99,
but
nice.
It still felt like it was a bad back nine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, at least you broke 100. That's good. If I break 100, I'm usually real happy.
On a different note, I also ended up buying another 3-iron.
Oh.
I found the exact same one again. So I was like, well, it worked before, so let's see if it'll work again.
Nice. Dude, what if it's those guys reselling it?
Yeah, it's not. I I looked at it to see, like I checked the grip, and
Yeah.
the grip's a little different.
Okay.
Thankfully, I was like, because I saw that and I was like, this is the same fucking club. I swear to God.
Oh god, that would have been so annoying, dude. I played bluff, obviously, as I told
Mhm.
you. We played Bluff Point in Plattsburgh. I played that with Danielle and my dad.
Nobody.
No Benny. No
Oh
Benny.
yeah, he had something. His mom was retirement party.
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing something, or that might have been Saturday. I don't know. I think he was busy, I'm pretty sure. And I didn't want to stress him out for his date. You know, get him all stressed. You know, Benny gets stressed. Dude, I
My guess is how many times is he twirling with his beard or with his mustache tonight?
hopefully not too much because
That's a nervous tick of
it
his.
starts to look bad. It starts to not look good when you start twirling it too much.
Anyway, sorry.
Uh
Played bluff. I know Danielle shot bad. I saw her Facebook post. She
oh
shot like a
boy.
117.
Oh, we all did bad. So I wanted to see. So the best I ever shot at this course was a 105 with you and Ben.
Oh Jesus, really? You never, man. You guys played that course 1,000 freaking times. How
But
did you never?
you
Well,
got to
yeah, that's
think.
true. You did suck back then,
You got to think that we played it 1,000 times, like right after I started, when I was using my wooden clubs.
and you never had any like sleep before.
And I was also staying up all night working. So the best I ever shot was a 105, and that was, like I said, that was maybe a year ago when we went one random day. And I have this year, apart from I've been having a rough couple months, or a rough like month and a half, this last month and a half. But I've been going under 100 fairly regularly. So I was like, all right, let's see how I can do at bluff. I was thinking I could get around 100, and
Oh no.
it was my new worst round.
So it's not me. I am not your kryptonite.
It is not you. No. Oh my gosh, dude. It was bad. Nothing was working. I was chunking all the shots again. Maybe it's the northern air makes me chunk all my irons. But it was real bad. I had a few good holes, like I had a couple good pars, but and actually one of them was on that stupid short that, actually I say stupid, but I always play it well and I like it. But that short hole right before you cross back over the road on the back nine. It's like 262 or something. I pounded my drive right down the middle. It was probably 10 yards short of the green. I was like, really? You couldn't have just rolled up? Or not, sorry, not 10 yards, like probably 20, 30. I was like, you really couldn't have rolled any farther, gotten on there? But
Okay, you're talking about the one that it's like if I hit a nuke off the tee, I
you
could
could
drive
drive
the
the
green.
green. You could
Yeah.
drive the green, yeah. I tried. I was using my older driver, which is a little smaller, and it doesn't hit it quite as far. So maybe if I had my other one, it might have reached, but I hit it straight down the middle. I was in a good spot. I used my 60 degree, oh my God, dude, it was one of the best pitch shots I've ever hit. It was just straight up, plopped down, bounced, spun a little bit, and just rolled like 4 feet away. So I got 4 feet for birdie. Freaking hit the putt, and it's got a little bit of break that I didn't see. And it just, turns to the right and just misses. And I'm like, you better, because I wanted that birdie, dude. I wanted it. But I made the par putt, so that's okay. But I ended up
Didn't have any birdies.
I ended up with a 110. First
Got a
time
109 the other day.
I've gotten 110 this year. 110 or up. Or actually,
Do you not realize how like agitated and aggravated I was when we walked off the course at where we played?
Oh, Mohawk
last
River.
weekend?
I could sort of tell. I was
Oh
like,
my God, I was
even
so
exceeded.
pissed off. Like, we were dealing with other shit that like the groups behind us, but like, and then the group in front of us. But I
We
was
were
like,
just
oh my
packed
God,
in. I hate
I was
being
so
packed in.
like. So yes, I know how you feel because I
Yeah.
shot a 109 last weekend. Remember?
Yes, I do.
Danielle beat me.
Danielle played well.
Danielle, I want to get you and I on Balsam Spa. You're going down.
You're going down.
So nice enough on that course, you know it too.
That's a nice
It's
course.
$50 to ride 18,
That's Eagle Crest.
but it's $30 to walk 18.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking walk. Like I was a little gassed at the end of it, like walking up the 18th hole.
Yeah.
You know it too. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like an uphill trudge. So that was the only one that really sucked. I'm like, I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna ride anymore. I don't think because
No.
like, unless it's a like a kind of a iffy day, me and Nick were ahead of John and Trevor, and they were in a cart. Me and Nick were ahead of them walking all day long.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
it's
you'll
all
just
just
walk
depends
if.
on how quickly you walk, and if you play like ready golf, then
Yeah.
it's all right. Like like I don't just. This is one thing about the round we played too. Like you'll see people get up and then they'll take a couple practice swings, then they'll step back off the ball and take a look around and check everything out again, then step up and take another practice swing and hit. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like people give me shit for not like taking my time on a green, and I do know that I'm fast on a green. Like when I'm walking up to a putt, I'm looking at like, okay, where is it gonna break? Is it gonna break? Like if I get it, I can try and get a good feel as I'm walking up to it. I don't need
Yeah.
to crouch behind the goddamn ball for 30 seconds to read the fucking green. Like
True. True. Um. Yeah. I like walking. I do. I actually, dude, I saw a video the other day. It was like one of those YouTube reel things. It's like the Instagram reels, but on YouTube. And it was like a sped up video with a timer of a dude taking a shot. He like lined it up, did a bunch of practice swings, backed off, lined it up again, took a bunch of practice swings, before he did all that, he used the rangefinder, moved a little bit, used it again, moved a little bit more, used it again to check it. And all said and done, he took a minute and a half to take a shot of time, and then he ended up like blading it over the green after taking a minute and a half. I was like,
I just
oh
think
my
it's funny.
god.
Like you're on a public course like around here, and people do shit like that because it happens. And you're
Yeah,
like, I'm thinking every time I see something like that, I'm thinking in my head, bro, you are not fucking getting paid to golf. Like you are paying the course to golf right now, as you are losing balls and paying more money to this course because you just threw away $5 in the woods,
yeah,
right? Like you don't need to zap the fucking pin every single shot. Like we've played for 2 years now, right?
it's been
And
like
like
yeah, 2 years actually.
And
Yeah,
like I can look around the course and be like, okay, I can, when you see the 200 marker, I'm like, okay, then I'm at like roughly 230, or I'm in between, so I'm at like 270-ish. Like I don't need it 263 and a half. Like
most people golfing, like literally probably like 90%, 90 to 95% of golfers, uh they don't need an exact yardage. An exact yardage is not going to help them. like
like I get it when you're inside of 100 because like everybody's got like wedges inside of 100
mhm,
yards that like okay, you can go from a 60
like a
to
feel.
a 54, and that's going to change significantly. Like I was looking at my clubs today because I re-gripped 3 of them. I re-gripped 3 of my wedges today.
Nice.
And as I'm doing that, I'm like, okay, this is a well, I can tell you what I have because I'm missing some degrees here.
Oh,
So my 9 iron is a 42. My pitching
okay.
wedge is a 46. My
Okay.
sand wedge is a 54. And then I go from 54 straight to 60. I have nothing in between a 54 and a 50 or 54 and a 60.
I think a bigger issue is that you've got nothing between 46 and 54.
Yeah, that is true
But yeah,
because I always will step up to a tee or I'll always step up to a shot. If I'm at like, 150 is my we know this. 150 is my 8 iron.
yeah.
140 is my 9 iron, and then I play a pitching wedge from 130 to 90, and I have to vary my swings based off of where I am.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
needless to say,
Need a
I have
gap wedge.
I have two clubs that I need to try and find. I need to find like a 58, 56, 58 roughly, and possibly something between a 42 and a 46. Because I might, if I get like a 58, I might ditch the 60. Because the only time I use my 60 is
Yeah.
out of the stand anyway.
You only really need 3 wedges. You have to just pick if you want stronger loft or if you want weaker loft. And if you want stronger loft, you go 50, 54, 58. And if you want weaker loft, you do what I do and you go 52, 56, 60. That's my wedge configuration, and it's been working pretty well. I have everything I need for 100 and.
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't have. I should probably.
I mean, you've got the 60 and you've got the 54. You're pretty good there. I would say just get a 50 degree, and then you'll be pretty good. But let us.
No, get a 50 degree.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I would suggest. But
Yeah, because I knew I
golfer's
was
choice.
I'm not missing a club in my bag. I get one more club and I'm over a club limit already.
Mhm.
Like I think I'm at a club limit right now with what I've got in my bag.
You're at 14.
Not right now because my 3-iron's missing, but I have my driver, my 5-wood, which I should just fucking pull out of my bag.
Could just get rid of it.
I have my driver, my 5-wood, 3-iron, 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron, pitching wedge, sand wedge. 60 and putter.
So you've got space for one more, and you've got your. Did you count the 3-iron?
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got one
I
more
have
wedge
12,
spot,
I have 12 before my putter.
which counts as one. So you've got one slot.
13. Oh, so you can have 14? I thought it was 13.
No, 14.
Ah, okay.
14,
I guess
but
I'm
a putter
buying another
counts.
wedge.
There you
Buying
go.
another wedge,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen. Give me some comments on what you think I should get. It's going to be used and it's going to be off eBay with a graphite shaft.
Put some links in the description or in the comments. Dang it.
Because if you guys didn't know, your boy is an eBay shopper. Over the last
He's an
like
eBay
3
pro.
days, I've bought 3 different things off of eBay. 1, putter cover. I wanted to get a Cobra to match my Cobra
Oh,
putter.
jeez.
2 was my 3-iron, and there's one other. Oh, I bought a nice.
Oh, show it to us. Show it to
hold
us.
on. Be right back.
Show it to us. I don't know why he turned his camera off.
Sorry about that. All right, I bought a new basketball jersey. Mike Bibby.
No idea who that
Sacramento
is. Very nice. That's nice. Yes, Nick is.
But anyway,
Nick's an
like
eBay
I said,
pro.
if you've got any recommendations on a 50-ish degree or a 54 degree or whatever, anything between a 46 and a 56, let me know. Because
Yes,
the boy's in the market.
Let him know he needs one. The U.S. Open is actually it's probably wrapping up right now. Let me look at the. What do we got here?
I looked at it right before we started.
I did as well. I was watching it.
And-
Oh no!
Done. Currently.
What?
Oh boy, this is
What
this is gonna be a-
happened? What happened to
this is gonna be a-
Louis?
This is gonna be a slug to the end. He's on 14 or he's on 17 right now.
Louis choked, bruh. No, John
he's-
Rahm's done at 6 under.
Yeah, he's done, but Louis is still out.
He's through 17. He's +1 or he's -4.
He's +1. Is he through 17 or he's on 18 then.
He's on 18.
He's got it.
He's got
He's got an eagle 18 to win it.
It's par 5, so he can. But he's got an eagle
This
18.
is the second time this guy has blew it right on the last day.
Oosthuizen?
Yeah.
My days.
On the open, I believe he blew an open. I don't remember what year it was, but I remember they were talking about it. He has lost an open before, right on the last day. But honestly, out of any of these guys that I was pulling for at the end of this, I was hoping that Rahm was going to get one because he got so fucked over in the last 3 tournaments. It's unreal.
Yes, he did, and I'm glad that it's you and me on this podcast, Nick, because I wasn't gonna bring it up. I wanted to bring it up when it happened, but I didn't want Benny to yell at me for not taking Corona seriously. But John Rahm is leading whatever tournament that was like a week or two ago. Is leading it going into the last day.
It's Phil's tournament. It was the one that Phil won.
No. It wasn't.
Sure?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't the PGA Championship. This was a smaller tour event. I forget which it was, but it wasn't that one. It was. He was leading it. He was like 7 under, leading by like 3 or something. So he was in good position to win, and he tests positive for Corona. And instead of there's enough of the people have been cut out. He's the leader. He can finish, like they can just have him start after the last group, and he can play by himself, and they can social distance and whatever. But instead they just boot him, and he's gone, and he's out. But 1 second he's leading the tournament, poised to win it, and 2 seconds later he's out just because he's got Corona, which I'm sure it's bad, and we should try to keep the spread from happening, but like you could have kept him in that tournament, and they just frig him over. So now,
I was like, seriously? And plus, did you see the Canadians coach is now out with Coronas?
Mm-hmm.
So
Coronas.
it'll be interesting to see how they handle something like that. Are they going to let him coach with a mask on the bench, or is he not there at all?
Oh, I don't. Well, they have to mask up anyway, I think. But I don't think he's there. I don't think he'll be there I think he's got to be like 10 days or something. He's got to be quarantined or something. So he's not going to be there
rest of this round.
Yeah, he won't be here for the rest of this round and probably the start of the next one if they make it. But
it's unfortunate. But
John Rahm looks poised to win I believe his first major. And it's the hardest one to win as well. So
the U.S. Open.
Good.
Torrey Pines.
Yep.
You know what I didn't get to see? Isn't Torrey Pines have like that island green on like 15? Is that them?
They've got like a downhill par 3, I think. I don't think it's island. I don't think it's island, but you've got something like that.
It's actually in Florida, the course I'm thinking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so good for John Rahm. Good for John Rahm. Speaking of Corona, actually, I say we wrap it up here. But speaking of Corona,
I say we don't. 2 things I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
One.
All right, let's hear it.
We are still planning to have our little golf outing on the 3rd of July, correct?
Oh, I'm still planning on it.
Is that the day we were talking? Was it the 3rd?
Yeah.
Saturday?
You, me, and Benny.
Maybe we can get some vlog going on that golf course.
Let's do it. I'll do it.
And
Keep an eye out for some vlog action.
Pending any massive changes, we're still penciled in to go down to Long Island and visit your boy Eric down there. And so Aaron was telling me a guy she knows went down to Long Island, played Beth Page Black. They took a picture of themselves in front of at the clubhouse, and there's a sign that says basically, beware, this course is a very challenging course.
Yep.
You should not play unless you're
highly
actually
skilled
a good
or
golfer.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that, but it says something very similar to that. And I'm like, maybe we shouldn't play that one.
No, I've already decided. I think I'm gonna go for one of the easier ones, which they're still, dude. I looked at them. They're still like 6,000 plus yards, and I'm like, what the frig? It's like this is the shortest of the Beth Page courses, and I'm like,
so
Jesus
I was
H.
thinking that too. I was thinking we probably shouldn't, but regardless, if we played black, we would have to walk it. They don't allow carts on that course. You're walking that whole thing. I don't think, I wouldn't mind doing it. I don't care, but
I'd be all right.
I don't think we would have been able to get Eric out there to walk at that long of a course.
Oh no, dude, Eric's a hiker. The walking wouldn't be what would bug Eric. It would be the mental strain that golf causes.
It would be the 700-yard par 5, and I'd stand there and be like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'd be more worried about Ben walking it. No offense to Ben, but the man's not an athlete.
Again, we'll probably have some vlogging going on that day. So
Oh, dude.
Fifth liners.
All
you fifth liners
weekend.
out there.
Gotta
Keep
charge
an
my
eye out.
batteries.
Keep an eye out for
Keep
some
an
fifth
eye out.
line, some little snippets.
There
Maybe
will be.
maybe Mickey will throw some teasers out there.
There will
Probably
be.
not. 'Cause
Oh,
he doesn't
that's a
have his
good
computer.
idea.
But
That's a good idea. Oh, I won't be able to do it down there now. No, there's gonna be all kinds of different content coming. Oh, I'm excited.
be fun.
But yeah, let me real quick. I want to tell you, when you got Corona shot number 2, did you get any symptoms or anything?
No, I didn't. Aaron did. The reason I didn't is because I kind of like OD'd my body on.
Oh Jesus!
Like, so.
Oh God! What
Do
did you
not
do?
recommend, ladies and gentlemen, I do not recommend taking medical advice from me.
Definitely
I
not.
believe what I did that morning was, or before I went to bed, I took some Tylenol. When I woke up that morning, I had a sore throat starting. Like I can feel, like most people can feel like, okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna get a sore throat today.
Yep.
It's gonna happen.
Yep.
I could feel it started coming on, so I took some cold and flu. I took Tylenol, and I was like, if I get a fever, nothing's gonna touch that. So I'm gonna take. Well, that was dumb because I know that cold and flu stops fevers too. Didn't think about it.
Oh,
So I threw in
Jesus
some
H,
ibuprofen
man.
on top of all that.
Oh
So
my
I was
God,
like,
dude.
I was set.
Did you
So
feel
no, I didn't
normal,
have
or
any.
did you get like?
No, I felt fine.
Wow. I got mine in the morning. I felt fine all day. I felt
Oh,
good
you
up.
finally got it.
Yeah. I'm your boy's fully vaccinated. I didn't wear a mask once this weekend at home.
Must be nice. Feels nice, huh?
Feels good. Yeah. I went up. I licked a bunch of doorknobs. No, I didn't. That was a joke. Everyone, relax. But I got all the way to like 8 o'clock or so, and my head started to feel like heavy. I was like, okay, here it comes. Then I was freezing. So I don't know if it was fever or chills or a combination, but I was so cold. I had sweatpants, a shirt, a sweatshirt, and a jersey, and I was still cold.
So Aaron had
Like,
a very
what the
similar.
frig?
Aaron had somewhat of a similar reaction after her second shot too. Hers was so bad that she couldn't move for like 20 minutes.
Jeez.
But she also said she got really cold, layered up, and got a bunch of blankets, and then got super hot and was like wildly sweaty afterwards too.
That's what I had at night. I never had the no moving thing. That's scary.
Yeah, she said that it took her a while. Like she was sleeping like with her arms up, like sometimes people sleep with their arms up. But she couldn't get her arms unfolded. Like it took a lot for her to get her muscles to like
Jesus
let
Christ,
go.
that seems like something else.
Once she was fine once she did that.
That's
So,
good.
I don't know.
That's good.
But
Yeah,
hey, that's
that was
good.
it.
That means I believe all the fifth liners are vaxxed.
Yeah, we all can be maskless now, with permission.
I'm gonna fucking burn mine still.
I keep saying I want to chuck mine out, but then all the ones I have, Danielle's mom made for me. She's like, "Don't throw them out. My mom made them." And I'm like, Danielle, it's not that your mom made them. It's that I hate them. I'm sick of masks. It's not because your mom made them. But anyway, you got anything else, or you want to wrap this baby up? He's thinking.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call just buzz in. My parents tried to call me. But no, I don't have anything else.
All right, well, let's wrap this up then so you can call your mom and dad back. Everybody, thank you for watching this wildly successful duo show with the only Nick and Mike from the Fifth Line Podcast. Keep an eye out. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Keep an eye out for some more, some interesting content will be coming this way in the next couple months. Should have a couple vlogs, some competitions, and we'll have next month. We're gonna have our first ever in a long friggin' time show where we're all in the same room when we're down in Long Island. So look forward to that. It's going to be fun. Not sure how I'm going to figure that out, but I will.
That'll be interesting.
But thank you guys for hanging out. we will see you next week.